So, as the fireworks lit up the skies for our main characters, our screens were lit up with some amazing smiles. Hello everyone and welcome to the Animezilia, and today we're here to talk about chapter 36 of the Blue Box manga series. A chapter that closes off the fireworks festival, leaving us pleasantly happy but also curious as there are a lot of questions and topics to talk about. So first and foremost, the interaction between Chinatsu and Yumi was so wholesome and sweet that I absolutely loved this part of the chapter. Seeing this young girl trying to understand Chinatsu's statement about how Chinatsu is the awkward type, therefore she might struggle and not be able to wear a yukata properly. This helped me enjoy the entire chapter so much more because it added realism into the story. Chinastu, a girl who barely understands her own feelings, couldn't expect a young girl like Yumi to know what the awkward type actually means. And what Yumi actually did end up saying, and saying how she understood, was absolutely hilarious. The icing on top of the cake, though, was that badge-giving segment. Chinastu having that badge was such a sweet and wholesome moment, and it does make Chinastu look even cuter. Good work, Yumi. I actually really do like the character. Now, speaking of the word cute, Taiki couldn't say it out loud to Chinatsu. He couldn't give her that compliment. After all, Chinatsu did look extremely cute with that badge on her head, or clip. But why was it that he was able to say that Hina was cute, but not Chinatsu? Could Taiki feel more friendlier towards Hina? Plus, Taiki knows about Hina knowing about Taiki's crush on Chinatsu, and thinks just one compliment to Hina isn't going to send her extremely happy and gaga. So he thinks, why not? In Taiki's mind, he's just being a good friend giving her that one compliment. Where on the other hand, Taiki really likes Chinatsu, and can't say that she's cute because he's worried about causing more distance and trouble between their relationship. We do get a small amount of explanation from Taiki himself as he goes on about how the results would simply result in an impersonal thank you. Now that line is very telling because it highlights what Taiki thinks about Chinatsu. Let's link back to chapter 7, in where they're having a conversation and Taiki mentions how he believes that Chinatsu might not feel embarrassed about being seen walking home together, especially with a guy. This ultimately led to Chinatsu walking away kind of sad, saying, oh, that's how it looks to him. Of course, what that line and that chapter, or this chapter and that line highlights, is the fact that Taiki still doesn't think Chinatsu is interested in cute girly things and, of course, romance. As from Taiki's perspective, Chinatsu is always serious and always focused on something. There were two positives from Taiki from this opening segment, however, and that was the line about how Yumi would be sad about Chinatsu not wearing the hair clip if Yumi actually saw her not doing so she should keep it on. This, of course, at least tells us that Taiki is able to understand the feelings of a child. So, I gotta give Taiki credit for that. And of course the other good thing, which was quite surprising, was the fact that Taiki asked Chinatsu for a photo. He got rejected, but I mean, that's a pretty bold and not an easy question to ask your crush. Now then, let's swing back around to Chinatsu's character, as we see her looking a bit sad towards the end of the chapter. Why is she looking sad? Well, I think it suddenly dawned on her that this could be the last fireworks festival that she can attend with her friends and potential lover. Chinatsu is currently living with Taiki's family. This is until she's done with nationals, and being that she's in her 3rd year of school, she's not going to have another year after nationals to attend the fireworks festival. So it's more than likely that she'll be joining her family overseas after nationals concludes. Therefore, she's thinking that next year she won't be there to experience the fireworks, which of course is making her sad. Now, if this ends up being the case, then it brings up a time frame for our main protagonist to sort out her own feelings and express herself to Taiki or whoever she fancies. I also think that Taiki himself might have forgotten about her living situation being temporary. This, of course, could lead to Taiki panicking and worrying about having to basically convince Chinatsu to stay, or confess his feelings in hope that she feels the same way, and of course she decides to stay in the country. Because if Chinatsu leaves to go overseas to join her family, then of course Taiki isn't going to have a chance to, say what he needs to say. Again, if this is the case, then the series will most likely make a big deal out of this, and Taiki's love confession will probably be at the airport just as Chinastu is about to leave. A similar situation to the ending of the Yuiga and Uruka story ending from the We Never Learn manga series. Now, of course I just laid out that explanation, but it could also be that Chinastu's sadness stems from the fact that she knows Taiki and Hina are alone together at this festival, making her slightly worried or jealous. However, whatever happens, whatever the reason is for Chinastu's sadness, I'm sure once it's revealed it's going to be amazing, as well as a branch to develop her character further. Now then, let's talk about Hina, as we see her sitting alone, meaning that the group of guys that we saw last time have been rejected and have adiosed out of there. Good riddance. And I really wanted to see how Hina handled that situation, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we're going to. I'm glad that she somehow did, as this shows how important her time alone with Taiki really is, and how much she values that time with him, as well as her determination to keep it just between the two of them. Also, even though she was alone for a very long time, this experience for Hina has been so pleasant and enjoyable for her that she even states she wants to return to the fireworks festival with Taiki again next year. Good luck, Hina. I hope you're still smiling when those fireworks go up in a year's time. Overall, this was a great chapter, and we got some beautiful smiles from many different characters as the fireworks lit up the skies. The art style was stunningly beautiful, and you could see the attention to detail and the passion that went into each and every panel of this chapter, which I really do appreciate. As for the fireworks arc in general, I thought this was just an okay arc. It wasn't the best arc from the series. No real surprises happened, except for the fact we didn't get a massive plot twist. The new characters introduced were all fantastic, and hopefully we see them again soon. I want to have this chapter, this arc even, be a platform for our characters to move forward and develop onwards, expressing their feelings and showing off their emotions. Maybe because Chinatsu is now feeling jealous of the fact that Hina and Taiki are at the fireworks festival together alone, this could kind of give Chinatsu that boost to kind of go after Taiki a little bit more. Or it could make her retract even further and focus more on nationals and distance herself from Taiki even more so. Hopefully not that one. The cover image looks great as well. Hina in glasses is very interesting, I have to say that much. And a part of me hopes she gets some glasses within the series and she has to kind of wear them when studying, because they really do suit her. With all that being said, those are my thoughts on this chapter. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And of course, I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day. Alligator, matane. Goodbye.